How does a voice, born from the raw pain and vibrant energy of the streets, become an anthem for millions, articulating their dreams, frustrations, and hopes, even years after it's been tragically silenced? How does a single artist, in a short but explosive life, create a legacy so powerful that it continues to shape music and culture around the world? This is the story of Tupac Shakur, a poet, an activist, a rapper, and a symbol whose complex life and untimely death left an unforgettable mark on history. Imagine a little boy, Lassane Parrish Crooks, born in New York City in 1971. His mother, Afeni Shakur, was a fierce and dedicated member of the Black Panther Party, a group that fought for the rights and liberation of Black people. She changed his name to Tupac Shakur, named after an Incan revolutionary. Because Tupac Amaru means shining serpent and Shakur means thankful to God, from his very name he carried a destiny of rebellion and purpose. Growing up, Tupac's life was a whirlwind of movement and struggle. His mother often faced legal battles and poverty, meaning they moved constantly from New York to Baltimore and later to California. Imagine a child whose home often changed, but whose spirit for expression and learning never did. In Baltimore, he attended the Baltimore School for the Arts, where he truly shone. He studied acting, poetry, and ballet, showing a sensitivity and artistic depth that many wouldn't expect from a future hip-hop superstar. He loved reading, writing, and pouring his thoughts onto paper. It was a place where he could escape the harsh realities of his life and dream big. But life outside school was still tough. When he moved to California, he found himself back in the harsh realities of inner-city life, witnessing poverty, crime, and injustice firsthand. These experiences became the fuel for his powerful lyrics. He started rapping, using his words to paint vivid pictures of the world he saw, the struggles of his people, and his own raw emotions. His big break came when he joined the hip-hop group Digital Underground, first as a Rhodian dancer, then as a rapper. This led to his first solo album, Tupacalypse Now, in 1991. From the start, Tupac wasn't just making music. He was making statements. His songs spoke directly about police brutality, poverty, and the systemic oppression faced by Black communities. He was raw, honest, and sometimes controversial, but he connected deeply with young people who felt unheard and unseen. Tupac's career exploded. Albums like Strictly for My Niggas and Me Against the World showcased his incredible talent as a storyteller. He became a global icon. Known for his charismatic presence, his expressive eyes, and his deeply personal lyrics, his music transcended hip-hop, reaching people from all walks of life. He also had a successful acting career, starring in films like Juice and Poetic Justice. Showing another side of his artistic ability, he coined the term thug life, which many misunderstood as promoting violence. But for Tupac, thug was an acronym. The hate you give little infants, F*******, S, everybody. He meant that the systemic neglect, poverty, and violence inflicted on young people would eventually poison society as a whole. It was a call for understanding and change, a deep dive into the cycles of oppression. He was a complex figure, at once a revolutionary and a street poet, a sensitive soul and a hardened survivor. He preached peace and unity in some songs, while expressing rage and defiance in others. Imagine holding all these contradictions within yourself, trying to navigate a world that constantly tried to define you. One fascinating fact about Tupac was his dedication to writing. He carried notebooks everywhere, constantly jotting down lyrics and poems. He was incredibly prolific, which is why so much of his music was released after his death. He believed in the power of words to change the world. He was also known for his incredible generosity to friends and family, often sharing whatever he had, sometimes to his own detriment. His life was full of challenges and confrontations. He was involved in numerous legal troubles, including a sexual assault conviction, which he always maintained his innocence about. He was also shot 5 times in a recording studio in New York in 1994. A traumatic event that deeply impacted him and fueled his sense of paranoia and mistrust. The hip-hop world became divided, with a heated rivalry between East Coast and West Coast artists, with Tupac at the center of the West Coast side. This tension, fueled by media and personal conflicts, escalated to dangerous levels. Tragically, this escalating conflict culminated in his untimely death. On September 7, 1996, Tupac was in Las Vegas, Nevada, after attending a Mike Tyson boxing match. He was riding in a car driven by his record label head, Suge Knight. At a traffic light, a white Cadillac pulled up alongside their car, and several shots were fired into their vehicle. Tupac was hit multiple times. He was rushed to the hospital, critically wounded. Doctors fought tirelessly to save him, but his injuries were too severe. After 6 days in intensive care, suffering from internal bleeding and respiratory failure, Tupac Amaru Shakur passed away on September 13, 1996. He was only 25 years old. The news of his death shocked the world. It was a moment that felt like a painful punctuation mark on a turbulent era in hip-hop and American culture. The mystery surrounding who pulled the trigger and why remains unsolved to this day. Fueling countless theories and discussions, Tupac's death left a gaping hole, but his legacy only grew. His music, filled with raw emotion, social commentary, and poetic brilliance, continues to resonate deeply. He became a voice for the voiceless, a symbol of resilience and a powerful reminder of the struggles and aspirations of marginalized communities. He showed us that even a rose that grew from concrete can bloom beautifully, defiantly, and leave behind an unforgettable fragrance. His story forces us to reflect on talent, fame, injustice, and the profound impact one person can have, even in a life tragically cut short.